everyone, I'm Shayna and I am here for another video for you guys. I am going to be doing a nice cut crease eye look for you today. So I already have on my foundation, blush, bronzer, eyeshadows. No, not eyeshadows. I already have on foundation, bronzer, blush, eyebrows. There we go. I'm going to be using completely the Crown Pro palette today. This is a wonderful palette that has lots of pretty colors in it, very nice mattes and shimmers. So we are going to be doing a cut crease to have the shimmer really pop out and stand out today. This is the only palette that I am going to be using, so I hope that this tutorial is easy for you guys to follow. Okay, so jumping right into it here, the very first brush that I'm going to be using, again, is my Zaria Blending 807 brush. And the first color that I'm going to be going in with is this very neutral brown shade. So just as always, pick some up on your brush and kind of tap off the excess. And then go right in here. And we're going to use this as our transition shade color. I should say too that I already have on an eyelid primer. Those are absolutely fantastic to use. If you think that you don't need one, I'm going to tell you that you don't necessarily need an eye primer. However, if you want to use concealer, that also works perfect too, to just put some concealer onto your eyelid first. And that really helps out to create a very, very nice base. You know how once you've kind of been wearing your makeup for the day and it's getting later in the day for you, you go to look at yourself in the mirror somewhere and it's just all gunked up into the crease of your eyelid. This will help to prevent that. I mean, it's still gonna happen a little bit, but it's not gonna be as much. So it just helps to keep everything stay in place. So I highly, highly recommend doing that. So I already did have that put down, but I am just using this as a great base. So why you use a transition shade is to help just build all of the colors up. It helps to just have a more defined look as opposed to just going in with one color in separate areas. Blending them all together just makes a one unified eye look. Okay, so we have that color done. The next brush that I am going to use is a Morphe M433 blending brush, and this one, it's just a little bit more compact than the Zaria brush. You can use it to really define a color where you want to put it a little bit more. So especially for doing things like this, I have found that I like to use a couple of other variations. You can still easily just use the one Zaria brush and still be able to pull this off, I promise. So then the next shade that I'm going to go in with is I'm going to jump to the second row and I'm going to go in with the color that's just slightly darker than the first one that we used. And then you're just going to put that, and I'm just going to focus this on the crease and just kind of outer corner of the eyelid. And when you're doing this and blending your next shade in, you can use whatever kind of blending motions you want. I am really just a stickler for the windshield wiper motion, as many call it, or just the simple back and forth. I just find that that seems to work best for me, seems to be what's most natural, but certainly do however it feels natural for you. All right, the next shade that I'm gonna go in with, I'm gonna stay just with the exact same Morphe brush. I'm gonna hop over again back down into that first row, but I'm gonna grab this color that you can't really tell on camera, but it's just a little bit more of a like mauve-y brown color. It's not exactly brown, it's not exactly mauve, it's kind of this nice mixture. So I am going to use that one and just put it on the exact same place as that second shade that we used. But for this one, I'm going to kind of pack it and lightly press it also onto the outer corner of my eye to try to build up that color a little bit more. And then same thing, just bring it up and pull it into the crease more and just blending that all together. So this time I'm kind of patting and swiping just to again really start to emphasize more of that color on the outer corner here. I don't know if you can tell, but my air conditioning just turned on and it always sounds so loud. So I don't know if that noise came on here or not. Don't be alarmed. I really love this palette too. I think that it will be great to use as this kind of end of August, beginning of September time for this kind of transition from summer into fall that we're going into. You can definitely use these colors to build up more of a darker look for once we get into the fall, but especially for right now too, since these are kind of more lighter orangey, peachy, brown, mauve colors. It's great to use for this time of year, so I absolutely love it. All right, so next I'm going to be doing the cut crease part of this now and going in with the shimmer shades. I just wanted to show you quick though, here's just some swatches on my fingers of the three colors, and they're just so pretty. The shine of them, so this one's kind of more of the pinky, this one's kind of more of the gold, this one's more of the copper, and they're just, I just love them. Love them. All right, so now to do the cut crease part of the look, what I am going to use is the Zoria shader brush. So this is just a flat bristled brush, as you can see. This I'll show you, you're able to really help to just carve out where you want to have just precisely the shimmer shade to go. And an easy way to do that is just to apply some concealer onto your brush. So I am just going to be using the Maybelline New York concealer. Whatever you have and use is perfect to do. And then now I'm going to focus this part where that very first shade went, but you can barely really tell that it's there now just because of all the other colors that we've built and blended onto there. But I'm going to be focusing it on this inner corner to about kind of like the halfway point of the eyelid. So again, just have some concealer on the brush right here, and then we will pack this onto the eye and focusing on not bringing it up too much and just keeping it right there. Don't know why I rolled my R right there, but I did it. I felt like it. Okay, so I have concealer on both of my eyes, and the shimmer that I'm going to use today, I'm going to use more of this pinky one, since like I said, I'm going to try to be keeping this as like a nice transition from summer into fall time of year, so we have a little bit of the darker color that you would maybe use for more in the fall season, and then we'll use the pink shimmer to keep it in the summery feeling. So I'm not going to use a brush for this at all. I'm actually just going to go in with my finger, get that on, and then you just want to pack this right on top of the concealer. You certainly can use a brush if you want to. If you would want to use that exact same one that you put the concealer onto your eye with, you definitely can. Oh, I just love how much this looks. So pretty and shiny. So nice. And then the same thing on the other eye here. So again, when you put the concealer on here, it just really helps you as a guideline for where to go to put this. We are going to blend out the line in between the shimmer shade and the rest of everything here to make it so it's not such a drastic, but this just works so nice. So nice and easy. An easy thing that everyone can do. Okay, so I'm going to go back in again with my Morphe M506 brush. I'm going to go in again with that deepest color and really blend out in between here now where the shimmer and your outer corner meet, just to get it all gelling and working together for us. All right, so now our upper lids are all done, but we want to get our lower lash line here. So I'm actually going to use a color that I have not used yet, and I'm going to use this darker brown color. This also still has kind of like a purpley undertone to it, and I'm going to use my Zaria Short Shadow, the 808 brush, and I'm just going to pick it up right on kind of the tip of it, and then we're just going to blend that right onto the lower lash line. All right, and then now I'm going to use that small Morphe M506 brush again and use this third color, which is kind of that mauve browny kind of color. And we're gonna just take a little bit onto that brush, and we're gonna use this to kind of smoke out this lower lash line here and have it so that one color is not as harsh, and it kind of just brings everything together. Okay, so I went ahead and put on some eyeliner, mascara, lipstick, just kept it a nice nude color to really just kind of highlight and emphasize and keep the focus on the eye look. The last thing that I just want to do is I'm going to grab a very small brush, so I'm going to be using the Zaria Concealer 813 brush, and as you can tell, this is just a very, very tiny brush. And I am going to just be using this to pop in some color onto the inner corner of my eye to just get a nice little pop. So I'm just going to be using the very brightest, whitest shade that we have here in the palette and grabbing that and just popping her right there into the inner corner. Doing this just kind of helps to make the eye look a little bit more open. I also think it kind of helps to balance out, especially when you have a little bit more darker, drastic stuff going on the outside, to just kind of help balance it all. And again, just making everything seem more open, wide, and awake. There we have it. If you want to, you could also use this brush to pop some more right underneath your brow bone if you wanted to. And that does it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found some of the information very useful. Let me know if there's anything specific that you would like to be seeing next. Otherwise, I already have a couple of things in mind. And yeah, that's it for today. Be sure to like the video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. I will be uploading videos pretty often, at least once a week. And yeah, that's it. So thank you so much for watching again today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.